Hi Gemini, welcome to QueenCuptarot. I am shuffling up to do your July 2018 general readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can do some really dope live chats. Group chats or super chats, they call them here on YouTube or whatever. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you are new, then if you haven't seen your July reading, which I already posted mid-June, so you can go into my videos and you'll see it posted there for your sign, okay? But this is your general reading. I really just ask for spirit for, general messages. I do find these harder though because, I don't want to have these videos being 2 hours long, but it's hard to do a general reading for the general public and not really, dive in. There's so many messages you're getting, and when you are an empath and you do open yourself up to spirit and energies, especially for the general public, you are going to get bombarded by multiple spirits trying to give you messages. So, honing my gift in order to speak directly to the spirit I'm most comfortable with communicating with, that knows how to communicate with me in a way that makes me most effective. So I'm going to try. If it sounds choppy, bear with me because I'm literally it's now overwhelming me and giving out a new message. So I'm going to try to be as clear and concise as possible. I just ask that you bear with me. To those that aren't new, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support thus far. This has been, I did not expect, this much support, interest in the channel. I'm just doing what I love to do, trying to help people. I do offer free readings, which you guys can reach out to me for, but I have had hundreds of requests in like a week. I wasn't even thinking. I just knew that I wasn't going to charge for it. I wasn't expecting to be overwhelmed and actually kind of getting some anxiety about how many emails I've got to reply and book. And I do my private readings either via Skype or over the phone. They're live. So I don't do the recording ones. I just don't find that the message, there's no connection or it's minimal. The more you can do to intensify the connection, the better, especially my type of gift, which is clear feeling and clear sensing. I need to connect at least over the phone, at least via Skype, right? This email text message shit, it's zombie shit, man. Like, how the fuck do you connect? Anyway, I'm not going to go on that rant. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get things going, Gemini. Just shuffle up a couple more times. Do your general reading. It's going to be the same as or at least very similar to the love spread. 10 card shuffle, 10 card spread, 3 cards reflecting the energy, leaving the month of June, going into July, and then 3 cards for the dominating energy over the month of July. And then the last 3 cards are going to show and reflect your energy going into the month of August that you could potentially drag with you into the next month. Okay? So Spirit, I ask you to guide this reading here today as always. Thank you for your support. My gosh, we love you. Please give Gemini any signs, messages through me, and help me to communicate them as clearly as possible, so we can give them any, clear messages, support, reassurance, help them make any decisions or give them any kind of clarity that they need at this time, Spirit. And that could be for love, relationship, career, children, family, friends, personal development, personal growth. Please give us these messages at this time. Thank you. Alright guys, your 10th card, overall energy for your reading is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Your energies going into the month of July, leaving the month of August, is the 6 of Pentacles. the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. The Chariot. Now the overall energy, dominating energy for the month of July is the Chariot, the Death, the Five of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, sorry, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is the energy you're going into the month of August with, okay? All right, so lots of messages already, you know, coming through. I am going to start with the love and career messages that I have coming through right now. Excuse me, Thora. Be quiet, please. I'm doing readings. Be quiet. Go lay down. That's my dog, Thora. She's part of the dream team here, okay? So if you hear her walking around, barking, chewing with her bone, that just is what it is, okay? All right. So, Gemini, for some of you here, I see that you're leaving the month of June, going into the month of July. Feeling, so some of you either went through a very long application process, only to find out that you didn't get the job. And that being really difficult for you. But not to worry, a new offer comes in, okay? But I do see some of you are feeling a little bit stagnant about the lack of new opportunity due to either, you know, not getting an offer, not getting a promotion. Some of you are feeling stagnant because you have been asking for a promotion, or some of you thought you would be the logical pick for a position as a natural succession, only to not get the position, and you want to leave the job altogether, the company altogether. Some of you are deciding not, some of you are going to resign, and you're going to be counter-offered. So please prepare for that. But I don't see you taking the counter-offer, and I see you ending that working relationship to start anew. But I'm feeling a little bit concerned, only because I'm seeing with the overall energy being the Seven of Pentacles, and then I have the Eight of Pentacles also here in reverse. Sorry. I feel like somebody isn't pulling their weight. If it's not you, it's somebody else in your life. Some of you might feel like there is a lack of opportunity to show your, some of you feel like your hard work and the efforts that you've put in to start something, whether it be a project at work, a position, proving yourself, or even a relationship, I see that your efforts are going unappreciated. And I see you making a change in July about this. Some of you might already, leaving the month of June, feel this energy like, yeah, I'm underappreciated. I should have got that promotion. I should have got that new opportunity. That was supposed to happen for me. I earned that. I see that that's going to cause you to make a change. Now, that could either be leaving a job in order to take another one. Either way, I do see that, like, the center of your entire reading is the Death card. So trust and believe that there is a rebirth happening. And if it's not happening, then it's required at this time to happen. One of my, I forget her name, but one of my subscribers reached out to me telling me I need to have water with me for all my readings. I now have water with me for all my readings. Thank you. Okay. So yeah. I see that some of you have been waiting. Sorry, I have a stronger message that just came out. Sorry, I'm being bombarded. Okay. So I've seen that for some of you, you've been waiting for a new beginning, either in a workplace or with somebody offering you this new beginning. If it is a relationship, then you've been waiting for this person to offer you this new beginning for, maybe 5, 6 years, maybe even 6, 7. It could even be 15, anywhere between, I'd say a year to 15 years. Could be more anyway. I'm just playing with numbers here, but I see some of you have been waiting for a new beginning to be offered to you, either with a current employer or by someone in a romantic sense. Doesn't have to be romantic friendship sense. It could be a close friend or partner. And I'm going to get some clarifications as to why, but it looks like that doesn't happen, which is what prompts this. There's many different ways I can identify this prompt happening, how this could be prompted. Because after it makes perfect sense, right? You might be feeling a little way about, especially if the death is not brought on by your own initiation. And when I say death, I'm referring to it in the sense of, the rebirth, the death of something in you in order for another part of you to live. And that, I'm already getting more messages. Yeah, if it wasn't you that is creating this, it can cause a lot of residual feelings, yeah, I'm seeing, okay, with regards to partnership, either career or relationship wise, okay, I do see that due to a lack of work ethic and desire to put in, and that could either be your employer not putting in the training necessary to get you to the next opportunity, that next role, or it could be the work ethic and the foundation needed by a partner, and you're waiting for them to offer that to you. Either way, with regards to this partnership, either in work or relationship, someone isn't going forward with it. Someone isn't willing to give their part. Someone isn't willing to give their part. I'm seeing a partnership here, and that could be relationship, that could be business, that could be the partnership between you and an employer, that could be your friend. If it is an employer, I do see it as being somewhere of an intermediate position, or a company, or if it's not an intermediate position necessarily, somewhere you've worked for many years. But this Chariot in reverse, obviously that could be a Cancer. I wouldn't even go there, but it could be. If that's a synchronicity to you, great. But I more see this as a lack of forward motion. And because of this lack of forward motion, it doesn't give the victory required. It's now not a victory. It's now actually a death. It now either prompts you or this other partnership, could be the employer, could possibly be you deciding to leave the employer or said partner. But I do see that something does end, that something does come to an end, and that it could result in some, conflicting feelings, some hurt, feeling a little bit like you lost. Some of you that have been waiting for this person to offer you this new beginning or step forth in a more, put more effort into the relationship and put more, be willing to wait it out and watch the fruitation. The lack of that willingness is going to cause you some pain here. Okay. The disappointment is going to be painful. But like every death, okay, it allows for a rebirth. And what I love about this rebirth, it's the page in upright. We've got the knight in reverse, so it's almost like it comes back around to do it right. This could be you now getting a better opportunity. Regardless, it's coming back around to do it right. And that's what's beautiful about the death card. Right? Because the death card has to happen for that rebirth. It's like the tower for the rebuild. Very rarely means the death of a person. Very, very rarely. It can, but rarely. Spirit, please, thank you so much for the read thus far. It's a great spread. Can you please give us some clarification here on this Knight of Pentacles in reverse? I mean, this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, as well as this Ace of Wands. Yeah. So for some of you, you might have gotten in the month of July communication, direct communication from this person that they were not willing to proceed. Some of you might have been laid off or let go in the month of July. Okay. Some of you might have been told that you are going to be let go, or there's going to be layoffs in your department. Yeah, I do see that. I do see that disappointment, and this death could be either... I see a layoff, I see a termination, I see somebody possibly, walking away already. I don't necessarily, it might not be you initiating this death. It could be somebody else initiating it, either an employer or a partner. But I get the feeling that you're not fully surprised. And this page is why. And then with this Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands in reverse, it's like, I don't feel like you're surprised. Yeah, you're obviously disappointed. If you were laid off, or if your partner did walk away. But that's probably why, because I think some of you already knew it was for the best. So for those of you that were laid off or let go from an employer or had a partner walk away from you, I feel like, yes, you might be feeling a bit sad, and I think that's normal, or feeling a bit, but you're optimistic. And I don't know what has you optimistic. We'll get clarification. But it's because you know you're going to be fine. Some of you might already have, if it is, if you did get let go, or if you found out that you weren't going to get a promotion that you've been hoping to receive, I feel like, or you are being underappreciated, I feel like the reason why it will be easy for you to walk away, or why it won't be such a shock to be let go, is because you might already have another offer in the balance. So some of you might have already been looking for work, and some things developed last month that caused, the end of that relationship, either the employer ending with you or you ending with the employer, and that causing some kind of, emotion. So either if you were leaving on your own accord, it could be emotional because you've been there for a long time. Or if your employer let you go, it could be a little bit jarring, even if you had plans to leave the whole time and know you're going to be fine, and that this is probably a blessing in disguise, right? Wow. Okay, so I'm going to take this. It's the Six of Wands. You have the Six of Wands at the end of the month in reverse after this death, which makes perfect sense, because it's not feeling victorious and reflecting on a time when you were. And then with this Five here in reverse, it's like, this Six coming back up now is reconfirmation that this feeling will go back to being the way it's supposed to, which I like. Okay, with the Emperor here as well, and the Empress came up. That's beautiful, guys. This is soulmate. It's very career, but as soon as I saw both him and hers here, with the death, that's pretty, and the Sun, the death came first, and then these came. And to me, that is either indicative of finding the career path that is the balance that you need, that going in direction that you need to, unapologetically nurturing yourself through your own path to this Sun here. It could actually be, your soulmate. It could also be the employer that you've been waiting for, or the partner. Either way, I am seeing a balancing of energies here with these two. Divine female, male energy right there. There isn't a female energy more feminine than her, or masculine than him. So it's very hard for me, especially when they come up in a reading together, to not identify that to a man and a woman. And if not, then it has to be the balance of those two energies within one person, which would make sense, because one would usually need that to really feel that, or they feel that because they've got the other part of them within someone. Either way, this death, whether it's, leaving this new opportunity, walking away from a relationship you've been in for a really long time, giving yourself the courage to do that, so that you can experience the victory and, the balance, nurture, and love and protection that you deserve, because I do see that balance happening. If there is an imbalance, if you are not being recognized in your workplace, if your you know, work ethic and your patience with a company has not been appreciated, okay, the justice will happen, which I do see with the new offer. Remember, yeah, it's a page and that's a knight, but it's upright. So it's like this opportunity comes back around, a new opportunity comes back around, either with person or, you know, job or project or whatever, but it comes a little younger, a little in more beginner stages, maybe a little less polished, but it comes correct. And it comes in the direction that you need it to in order to really feel victorious. And the Emperor and the Empress wouldn't expect anything less. The most fucking demanding people in the reading. I mean, in the entire tarot deck. You know, but that's okay. You know why they're like that? Because this is what drives them. They want this at all times. Okay. So yeah, I see a lot happening. You know, I see some things happening, and for those that are feeling like they're being underappreciated, you know, maybe feeling like somebody isn't willing to invest in them like the way they've invested in them, and that could be an employer and or person. The simple action of, and if it's either you delivering that message to them, or if it's you delivering the message, okay, do it with fierce. Explain, okay, to your employer, to your partner, this is what my expectation was. This is what I'm hoping for, you know, in a very clear, concise way. Do that. It's very important because it's part of the growth required in order to be reborn. It's standing up for yourself, what it is that you want. It's doing right by your soul. It's putting your soul in the direction that it needs to go. That's important. Okay? And if it is, you know, if it is a person, not an employer per se, I feel like if you express your boundaries to your partner, and this is for my Geminis that have been in longer term relationship, if you express to your partner the new beginning that it is that you're looking for, that you feel they're not providing to you, I see that they want to. And however this death occurred, whether it was you or them, I don't see it being long-lived. I see this being them coming back fresher, more humbled. That doesn't mean they didn't necessarily have to go for a long time. But however this plays out, it is absolutely necessary in order to get here, guys. That's why this is happening. Whatever happens in July is happening in order to get you closer to all of this good stuff. Stability, fortune, happiness, balance. You know, that could be Leo, Aries, Libra, but I don't want to get into those, because I don't like people thinking that, oh, it can't apply to me, because it's not. It doesn't work like that. But yeah. So I'm seeing lots of opportunities, guys. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff. Let's just see. Let's get some closing messages. I just want a few more closing messages for my beautiful Geminis for July. Okay. Got the Chariot again, guys. Yeah, I see you guys walking away, moving forward. You're taking wisdom you have about something not right, and you are going forward. You weren't, and now you are. Your energy shifts after this death. That propels you forward. You're going to run right into this, guys. I can't wait. And I love that the sun's here because sun represents Leo, which is August. So that makes me feel like this, you are getting very close to this. You know, I'll be interested to see what August plays out like, because I do see June was a closing time. I do see that you have been feeling like, you know, you haven't been getting the new opportunity and the new beginning that you've been looking for, whether it was love or career. But there is something that dies, whether it's a toxic relationship with oneself, somebody else, maybe an employer ends the relationship with you or you with employer. But this is required, this death is required to happen to get you everything that you've been asking for. What you're asking for has been presented to you here, but now you hop on the chariot and you get forward after time to think, because you're wise now. You've gained a lot of industry experience, relationship experience. You've spent time alone to reflect and to think, right? You've been through this. You've experienced a lot of negativity, and that's what caused you to go in this space. But when you come out with all this knowledge and this light, this illumination, boom, you hit the road. And you hit the road to this because the road to it becomes a lot clearer. Okay, so don't worry. You know, if you did go through a bad time, if you are currently going through some rocky shit with regards to work right now, it could very well be just a blessing in disguise. You know, you might be looking back in a month or two and being like, I thought this was such a horrible time, but, you know, this was good. Me being underappreciated, that job that treated me like shit, that was what forced me to end up applying to that place or going out there and getting that course and getting me to the next level. You know what I mean? Or, you know, that relationship, this relationship, that hard time we went through made us have to have a very hard, difficult conversation, which caused us to have to reevaluate and reconstruct our relationship. And now we got it, what was feeling like, you know, a divorce and or a lack of victory now is feeling victorious with the same person. You know, there's many ways you can cut and slice this, right? But I'm going to wrap the reading up because we're already at a half an hour here. Please leave me your comments. Let me know if this resonates with you. I'm going to do your love readings for August, mid-month, mid-July. So in 2 weeks, I will see you guys in 2 weeks. But between then, I'm going to be doing the personal readings. I'm trying to get through at least 2 or 3 a day. I do about half an hour sessions a day, so it's about an hour and a half. It's time consuming. And then the time it takes to like, you know, book people and stuff, and the time difference, it's been a lot. But I'm doing my best to try to get caught up, and I'm hoping to at least get through the first, you know, maybe 100 before I do the next readings. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you, Geminis. Please like, share, subscribe to this video, and I will see you mid-July. Peace and love.